pick.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Negotiate.
800 bucks. 900. 850.
Close.
Are we doing it? It's a deal.
All right, score.
Flying across the field feeling like that guy did in 1937.
They're the masters of the art of picking.
That's the kind of stuff you dream about.
Most of the time.
I'm gonna give you $600. Nope.
American.
Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel that I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's American Pickers. Frank Fritz's store owner has revealed his plans to revamp the American Pickers Stars shop as he hopes to add a bike display to honor his late friend. Frank passed away on September 30th at the age of 60, 2 years after suffering a debilitating stroke. The American Pickers Stars antique store, Frank Fritz Finds, is located in the back room of Jerry Gendro's bar, Hog Dogs, in Savannah, Illinois. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Jerry revealed his plans to revamp the store in honor of his late friend. Jerry told the U.S. Sun, "We have been an antique store for 35 years. We'll probably continue to be that. We may display motorcycles and choppers that represent Frank. Right now it's set up as an 1880s general store. Maybe there'll be bikes on a rack all the way down the center. We're trying to contemplate what other people want me to do." Frank Fritz Finds sells small antiques from $35 oil cans to a $30 vintage typewriter. A revamp may help the store, as the shop has struggled in recent years. The U.S. Sun previously reported estimated annual sales are just $25,000 per Experience Business Valuation Report for Frank Fritz Finds. The U.S. Sun previously obtained photos of the conditions of Frank's stored. In one photo, a thick spiderweb lingered in a corner with bugs trapped in the silk. Dust, dirt, and dead leaves were collecting on the rundown floorboards. There were also gaping holes in the uneven floor paneling, and paint chips were curling off the ceiling. Despite the dim lighting in the shop, dust was still visible and gathering on several of the items. Frank wasn't as involved in the business after he suffered the stroke in July 2022 at his Davenport, Iowa home. Frank's friends filed an emergency appointment of a temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18th, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired from the stroke. The conservatorship papers obtained by the U.S. Sun revealed plans for the store during his health battle. The initial plan filed by conservator Midwest One Bank read, "Mr. Fritz is a well-known collector and has numerous outbuildings full of valuable collections. The conservator has not yet inventoried those items, but plans to leave them largely as they are now, with the exception of stocking Mr. Fritz's antique store in Savannah, Illinois as needed. Conservator is hopeful Frank will be able to participate in selection and pricing of items as he did previously." Health struggles. The stroke left Frank wheelchair-bound. He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances, a source previously told the U.S. Sun in August 2023. Basically, you lose motion. He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affected his right side. Jerry previously gave insight into Frank's health struggles in recent months. He felt really bad, he told previously the U.S. Sun. You would go to see him in the nursing home and one half of his body was completely done. He would lift his arm up and it would just drop. That's got to be tough to be totally bedridden. Jerry explained how Frank grew frustrated because he couldn't come out and say what he wanted to say, though some days were much better than others. "I've seen this when people get tired, they get tired. I think if you don't have the will to live, you won't," Jerry said. "I think Frank could have lived a lot longer if the will to live would have been there." Frank left American Pickers in 2020 to undergo back surgery. But he never returned, as he was officially let go in 2021. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during an interview with the U.S. Sun in 2021. Mike and Frank ended their feud during his health issues and reunited over Memorial Day weekend of 2023. Mike was by his side in hospice when he passed, along with other loved ones. Funeral plans. Jerry previously told the U.S. Sun how loved ones will honor the star's final wish to keep his memory alive. "My understanding at this point, and this was his will, he wanted to come on the back of a motorcycle or a sidecar with his ashes in an urn with a big ride and go back to the Quad Cities." Frank's final ride through the Quad Cities, which is a region of 4 cities in Iowa and Illinois, would take place in the spring. "We'll do anything we can for him," Jerry vowed. That's what he really wanted to do. Frank's conservator, Chris Davis, also revealed memorial plans for his beloved friend. He previously told the U.S. Sun, "There will be a celebration of life in the future. It will be big. Fans can attend. We already have several bands who want to play in it, including my band." Frank would have turned 61 on October 11th. The world of antique picking and vintage collecting lost a beloved figure with the passing of Frank Fritz, the charismatic co-star of History Channel's hit show American Pickers. Known for his sharp eye for rare finds and his passion for motorcycles, Fritz left behind a legacy that continues to inspire collectors and fans alike. Now, the owner of Frank Fritz Finds, his antique store in Savannah, Illinois, has announced plans to revamp the shop and honor Fritz's memory with a special bike display, a fitting tribute to the late picker's lifelong passion. Remembering Frank Fritz, a picker's legacy. Frank Fritz rose to fame alongside Mike Wolfe on American Pickers, which premiered in 2010. The show followed the duo as they traveled across America, hunting for hidden treasures in barns, garages, and forgotten storage units. Fritz's expertise in motorcycles, vintage toys, and Americana memorabilia made him a fan favorite, and his down-to-earth personality endeared him to millions. After leaving the show in 2020 due to health issues, Fritz focused on his antique store, Frank Fritz Finds, where he showcased his personal collection of rare finds. His death in July 2022 left a void in the picking community, but his store remains a testament to his passion for history and preservation. Revamping Frank Fritz Finds, a new chapter. The current owner of Frank Fritz Finds has revealed plans to refresh the store while maintaining the essence of what made it special under Fritz's care. The goal is to preserve his legacy while making the space more accessible to fans and collectors. 1. Restoring the store's original charm. The shop, located in a historic building in Savannah, Illinois, will undergo careful renovations to maintain its rustic, old-school vibe. The owner plans to keep many of Fritz's original displays, including his collection of vintage signs, gas station memorabilia, and rare antiques. 2. A dedicated motorcycle display. One of the most exciting additions will be a permanent motorcycle exhibit, celebrating Fritz's love for bikes. Known for his impressive Harley-Davidson collection, Fritz often shared his passion for motorcycle history on American Pickers. The new display will feature some of his personal bikes, along with rare motorcycle memorabilia he collected over the years. 3. Interactive exhibits for fans. To make the store more engaging, the owner is considering adding a Frank's Favorites section, highlighting some of his most prized picks from the show. Photo opportunities, including a replica of the American Pickers van and other iconic props. A small museum area, showcasing behind-the-scenes stories from Fritz's picking adventures. Why this tribute matters. Frank Fritz was more than just a TV personality. He was a true preservationist who dedicated his life to saving pieces of American history. By revamping his store and adding a motorcycle tribute, the new owner ensures that Fritz's legacy lives on. Fans of American Pickers and vintage collectors will have a place to connect with Frank's passion, while new visitors can discover the thrill of the hunt that made him famous. A fitting farewell to a picking legend. Frank Fritz's impact on the antique world is undeniable. His store's transformation into a memorial and museum-like space is a beautiful way to honor his contributions. Whether you're a die-hard American Pickers fan or just someone who appreciates history, Frank Fritz Finds will continue to be a must-visit destination. As the shop prepares for its next chapter, one thing is certain: Frank's spirit of adventure and love for the past will never be forgotten.